everyone. This is Dr. Shanmugapriya, a PrepLadder faculty for biochemistry. And I have with me Dr. Mohammad Azam, a renowned faculty for anatomy at PrepLadder. I also have with me Dr. Sauman Manna, the most respected faculty of physiology at PrepLadder. And we are here to share a delightful news for all of you, especially for the first MBBS students who are in a whirlwind of emotions. Excitement, because they have achieved their dream of entering into medical field. And at the same time, it is mixed with an intimidation that is caused by the massive textbooks of anatomy, physiology, and biochemistry. Let me tell you all students, fret not, please don't worry, because this is the time to rejoice. And PrepLadder at the right time has launched ProfEdge series for first MBBS students also. And in this series, we will be discussing anatomy, physiology, and biochemistry in a conceptual manner so that you can establish a strong foundation for yourself. Having said that, yes, we know that there are n number of questions in your mind. Let's answer all those questions for you. To start with, what is ProfEdge series? So ProfEdge is a live class series for first MBBS students. And as I said, in this series, all the three faculty, all of us will be discussing our respective subjects in a comprehensive and conceptual manner through live sessions. Yes, the next question is, when are we starting this? We are starting on November 18th, 2024, and the first session will be on anatomy. And this is the right time because that is when you would have settled in your course and you would have started preparing for your first internal assessment. So right at time, we are there to handhold you. And where will you be able to access these live classes? These live classes will be available on the PrepLadder app, and this is accessible on both iOS and on Android devices. Now, who will be teaching in the ProfEdge series? The entire series will be covered by all the three of us. And yes, I will be teaching biochemistry. And to answer your question on what to expect in this series of sessions, I know that you would have been already told by your seniors all about biochemistry, right? You would have heard that biochemistry is a volatile subject. Biochemistry is full of facts. And so do not spend most of your time in biochemistry. You can start learning biochemistry in your study holidays, right? Because I've also crossed this. I know my seniors also told me all these pointers. But let me tell you, through this series of sessions, my aim is to help you understand that biochemistry is completely conceptual and biochemistry is completely clinical. And biochemistry and understanding of biochemistry will help you to learn every other clinical subject. So my aim for this series of sessions is to unveil the unseen side of biochemistry so that you start loving my subject to the core, right? So let me hand it over to Dr. Sauman Manna, who will be speaking about what you can expect in physiology lectures.
Right. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. So hello, student. I am Dr. Sauman Manna, your physiology faculty. So as you know, whenever you enter in the first year, you have three subjects. And as ma'am told that biochemistry, the concept of biochemistry about your senior and junior. So what I have seen for the last 12 to 13 years is that physiology student, most of the cases, they start the standard textbook and they lost in between. Whenever in the mid session, they will start losing interest in physiology and they will start reading only and only anatomy and anatomy. So what happens, because what I have understood for the last 13 to 14 years of my experience is that physiology is a completely conceptual subject, and this subject you have to link with other two subjects in the first year, as well as you have to link in the other subject like pharmacology, pathology in the future also. So if you don't understand the basics of the concept of the topic in physiology, then you are going to lose interest soon. And that's what happens for every student in the mid session. They will start reading the standard textbook, the foreign author textbook in the beginning, but they will start interest and they will lose interest in between. So my job is to give you a concrete base in this subject so that not only you understand the concept, but also you do excels in your exam, because ultimately you have to clear your first professional MBBS examination. And the new curriculum, as you know, the CBME curriculum, there are certain guidelines that MCQs should be there, the short answer questions will be there, and the explain why type of questions will be there. So you not only require concept, but you also have to remember certain facts, and you also have to understand how to write the answer of a proper question. Suppose 5 mark question is there, or 2 mark question is there. So I'll try to cover up in my session, so that you can not only answer the MCQs in the exam, but also the short answer type question and the explain why question. So concept plus to excel in the exam, the professional exam, I am here. So I'm going to help in my whole throughout my subject. So that is all from my side. Now I'll hand over the mic to Dr. Ajam sir. He will speak about anatomy subject, right? Ajam sir, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. A warm welcome to all my dear friends who are actually entered into this medical fraternity right now in the first year. And in the first year, first of all, you're going to come across like all three of us, anatomy, physiology, and biochemistry. Now, when it comes to my subject anatomy, it's been carried from generation to generation, from seniors to juniors, that this subject is all about mugging up. Welcome to our classes of anatomy at PrepLadder. I'll change your complete perception regarding that one. Anatomy is not at all about mugging up, it's all conceptual. And especially when you lead with all the different categories of subjects that will deal here. In anatomy, we are going to come across gross anatomy, as well as the embryology, the developmental anatomy, as well as the histology. And when you study about all these subjects, all these topics here in anatomy, believe me, my dear friends, I'm going to correlate all the topics in such a way that it will be like really conceptual. Now, the most important thing here, the phobia in the very first year is that drawing the diagrams. Why? Because in your first prof exam, when you're writing the examination, yes, of course, you'll get like good number of marks if you are representing the diagrams very clearly in the exam. And in that, I'm here to help you a lot. Why? Because in our sessions in the ProfEdge series at PrepLadder, I'm going to help you drawing the diagrams along with me, so that the same diagrams you can actually replicate in the exam. Why? Because what happens is when you look at the diagrams in anatomy textbook, that is Gray's Anatomy, or for that reason, if you're following BD Chaurasia or any other anatomy textbook, so you'll see the diagram as a whole there, and you don't know where to start with, how to approach the diagram, from where to start that. So I'm going to like hand help to you, like how to draw the diagram properly in the anatomy there. So in that way, it's going to become like perfectly simple for you. So that is how I'm going to teach you anatomy in a very conceptual manner. So it is going to become definitely interesting for you, my dear friends. Now, coming to the FAQs, like regarding the ProfEdge, many of the students will be having many queries in their mind. So where exactly you can find the ProfEdge series? Of course, in the PrepLadder app, there is a section, separate section for this one, like ProfEdge section. And you can just go to that section there and follow the instructions for registration over there. And once you are done with that, there you'll be able to find all three of us, me, like Dr. Shanmuga Priya ma'am, as well as Dr. Soman Minna sir, all these eminent faculties, national level faculties with ample amount of experience from years together, teaching all your seniors and all. So that way we are also going to help you and make your journey easy in the medical journey over here, sir. Now moving on to the next question. Are these classes live or pre-recorded? That is the most important thing I love about this series here, that these classes are going to be live classes. They're not like pre-recorded classes. Why? Because in the live classes, you will obviously get a chance to interact with all of us, and instantly, then and there itself, you'll be able to clarify your doubts. So it's not like your doubts are going to be like pending. So you can interact with us and clarify all your doubts then and there itself. We are going to help you with everything in that one. But apart from that, saying that not only live, after these classes are done, after these sessions are done, yes, they're also going to be available on the app, so that you can obviously again go back and review whenever you want to review that one. Now moving on to the next question, will I get the study material and the notes of this one? Yes, of course. We are also going to give you the annotated PDF of this one, the soft copy of this one. Once the class is done, whatever faculties are going to write there, the annotated PDF of that one, you will be able to receive this one, so that you always have the material ready along with you. so that you can review that one, whatever we have studied in the class. Now, coming to another important question, this classes will be in which language? Why? Because we are having students who are going to attend from throughout India here. Of course, we are going to, yes, conduct all these classes in simple English. But apart from that, because these are like live classes, we are going to interact with you. बिल्कुल हम आपसे हिंदी में भी बात करेंगे जहाँ जहाँ रिक्वायर्ड होगा. కావాలంటే నేను మీకు తెలుగులో కూడా చెప్పొచ్చు. So we are having multilingual faculties here. They'll always help you in your languages also. What if I miss a live class? Yes, as I said you, these classes, after being the live session is being done, they'll be available in the recorded format also. You can always go back to the PrepLadder app and the ProfEdge section. You'll be able to review them again. Okay. So I think all your questions has been answered here. Apart from that, one last question, which I'm going to help you answer here. How long this ProfEdge series is going to run? See, we are going to start from November. As ma'am said, we are going to start from 18th November. On the 18th November, I'll be taking the first session. Then it is going to continue. The entire thing is like well scheduled, and you can go and check on the app also. And it is going to complete by 30th of June 2025. And why we are planning the classes to be like this there? Why? Because once you are going to come in June 2025, almost you will be near about your final exams, final university exams, I mean to say. So we are going to prepare you throughout the journey of your first year and make you ready for your final exams. I think all these questions which were there in your mind has been answered regarding the ProfEdge series. And from here onwards, I think Sir will take up with this one.
Right. I think there are many other questions popping up in their mind, sir. So basically, as Dr. Rajam sir also told that we have planned in such a way that all the topics will be finished up by a month of June. Because if you look at your session this time, I believe that you have got your whole year schedule. So in according to new NMC rule, there will be an essay 1, then essay 2 will be there. And there will be the CENTAP examination. So CENTAP examination generally it's scheduled in this year in the month of July, August. So if we are going to finish up the session by end of June, so you will have the ample of time to revise the whole things and you will be prepared for the CENTAP exam. Because ultimately for going to university exam, final university exam, you have to do great. I think I have to bring 50% marks in the CENTAP examinations. So we are here to help you in that. So the next question that probably popping up in your mind that how many classes will be there for each subject. So as you can see here, the anatomy has 32 total number of classes. Biochemistry is 19 classes and physiology is 25 classes. So these classes will be held in different months. The complete schedule will be given to you. And this number of classes, if you look at the number of hour for the per classes, then it is on an average 2.5 hour. But I will tell you one thing here, that because this is a live session and Dr. Azam told you ki you can interact in between the live session also. So 2.5 hours is the tentative hours. Some of the sessions may be a little smaller than 2.5 hours and some of the session will be more than 2.5 hours. So on an average, you can say that 2 to 3 hour session will be there per classes, because in between you will interact. So some time will be consumed in that also. So considering the per class 2.5 to 3 hours, so the total number of hours that we are going to cover up for the anatomy is 70 hours. So within this 70 hours, the whole subject of anatomy will be covered up. And for biochemistry, total 40 hours will be covered up. And in physiology, I'm going to cover up the whole subject in 73 hours. As you know, if you look at your first year subject, so I believe in physiology, I know there are total altogether 160-hour classes are there for your MBBS days, right? So whole year there will be total 160-hour classes, but that 160-hour classes we have shortened or concise into 73 hours. And I believe within 73 hours, I'll be able to cover up the whole subject so that you can excel in your university exam. And I believe the other teachers, Dr. Rajam sir, how many will be the total number of hours, if you have any idea, sir? Total number of hours
we are going to complete it in a comprehensive manner required for the exam in 70 hours here, sir.
Okay.
Actually, there is
And
no number of hours in CBME, which is given there. But here we are going to complete them so that they can get the subject very quickly here.
Exactly. And ma'am?
Yeah, the same is the case with biochemistry. As far as biochemistry is concerned, I will not only be discussing the first year part of biochemistry, I'll also be covering the clinical biochemistry part of it. Together, we will be able to finish it in 40 hours.
So as you can see, student key that the interaction and the concept is there. So this number of hour they can be varied. And if you are interested, if you require some more hour, that we can also add up. So these are the tentative hours, but you are sure that within this fixed hour, we are going to complete the subject with time, with due time. Now, the next question that you may be asking that can I ask question during the live classes? Obviously, as Dr. Rajam sir told you, because these are the live session, and that is the beauty of the live session, that within the session, during the session also, you can interrupt your teacher and you can ask questions, because I repeatedly told you that the new CBME pattern has different types of questions. Some of the questions will be harder, some of the questions will be explain why type of questions. So you require concept. And if you look at the question of your university, the previous year question paper, you must have to look at them. So you'll find out some of the questions are very difficult. Even after reading the normal textbook, you will not be able to answer those questions. So I'll advise you to check those questions and keep ready in the session so that you can ask your question in the live session and you can clear your doubt. Otherwise, you will lose interest after a few days of classes, believe me, for the time being, right? So this is the next question. And now next question is that there is a subscription fee for ProfEdge? So obviously there will be a subscription fee that is very, very minimal, as you can see here. So already if you have purchased the foundation pack for Prop 1 or the foundation pack combo, then you can upgrade your pack with a nominal fees of 2000 and 1000 respectively, as you can see here. And if you are a ProEdge user, or if you are a Elite user or a Super Elite user, then it is free for you, right? But if you are not any of this subscriber, then please do download the PrepLadder app and enroll for the Foundation Pro pack, and you will be able to access this content. Last questions that is displayed here is that what is the class schedule? So as I told you, how many total number of classes will be there and how many total number of hours that we are going to cover up. So the whole schedule, according to month-wise, whole schedule will be uploaded in the app, and that will be available just before the launch of the actual pack. So that is our plan. Now the session is open to you all students. So if you have any questions regarding this session, so you can ask here. We are all here so that we can answer or clear your doubt. And I'll ask the other two teacher also, Sir Ajam sir and ma'am. So if you can add something new onto this, so you are free to interact. Please, student, if you have any questions.
Yeah, one of the questions asked in the chat is already answered by you, sir. Ask what if I've already procured the foundation course? And
Right.
there is a minimal subscription fee of 1000 or 2000, depending upon which part of Prof 1 year foundation course that you have already subscribed to. So that question is already answered by Soman Manna, sir.
Is another question, ma'am. Sir, पढ़ने का मन नहीं करते है कैसे पढ़ूं? Sir, I think Dr. Ajam sir is the best faculty to answer this question. Sir, please.
Syed Subhan is asking, sir, पढ़ने का मन नहीं करता है तो कैसे पढ़ूं? Syed Subhan, I would like to tell you one answer here. Welcome to PrepLadder. We are here to help you in that one. That is the reason why we have come here. But saying that, I'll tell you one thing, Syed Subhan, मैं आपको एक बात बताता हूँ कि बहुत सारे लोग कहते हैं कि motivation and all those things. So of course, motivation is good, but that will remain for 1 or 2 days only. But
Right.
what I believe in actually is like feed forward. बहुत सारे बार आपने सुना होगा कि फीडबैक होता है, एक होता है फीड फॉरवर्ड. फीड फॉरवर्ड ये होता है, अगर आप पढ़ना स्टार्ट करोगे, जैसे आपका एक टॉपिक कंप्लीट होगा, तो ऑटोमेटिकली दैट विल गिव यू द मोटिवेशन, दैट विल बी द परमानेंट वन. एंड वंस यू कंप्लीट वन टॉपिक, दैट विल गिव यू मोटिवेशन ऑफ लर्निंग द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक. क्यूरियोसिटी बिगिंस देयर कि इसमें क्या होगा. समझ रहे हो? तो इस तरीके से फीड फॉरवर्ड में भरोसा रखो, नॉट लाइक फीडबैक. फीड फॉरवर्ड में भरोसा रखो, एक टॉपिक पढ़ो, ऑटोमेटिकली क्यूरियोसिटी बढ़ेगा कि यार अगला क्या होगा. तो जैसे मैं नॉर्मली जब न्यूरो एनाटॉमी पढ़ाता हूँ, तो हम ब्रेन स्टेम पढ़ते हैं, तो वेंट्रल एस्पेक्ट पढ़ेंगे, तो ऑटोमेटिकली क्यूरियोसिटी बढ़ेगा यार पीछे क्या होता है, डॉर्सल एस्पेक्ट क्या होता है. तो इस तरीके से अगर आप पढ़ना स्टार्ट करोगे, तो वही आपका सबसे बेस्ट मोटिवेशन होगा कि सर पढ़ने का मन नहीं कर रहा है, मन लगता चला जाएगा। तो यहाँ पर हम इसीलिए तो आए हैं कि आपको
Right.
हेल्प कर सके
Exactly.
अच्छे से।
So right.
तो जस्ट जॉइन
So feed
स्टार्ट।
forward, as you know, ki student, I think they have started their homeostasis classes in physiology, and I'll be teaching them the feed forward mechanism. So it's difficult to understand, but I believe please listen our class and give a try, and then you will understand that it's not difficult, and automatically आपको पढ़ने का मन आएगा. As I told you ना, feed forward, one topic you will finish up, and then आपका लालच आ जाएगा कि next topic भी सुन लेता हूँ. So that guarantee we are taking up here. So we have confidence in that. So just listen our class a few, just give a try. That our request.
Absolutely, absolutely. Dr. Shah Irfan, thank you, thank you. You have enjoyed the classes in an academy. Yes, now also I'm always here to help you out. Thank you for that one.
To add
So
on to what Azam sir and what Sauman Manna sir said about for the question related to not wanting to study, the day we entered into medical college, all of us have signed up for lifelong learning, right? I think the other two faculty here would also agree.
Absolutely.
Whatever may be the number of years of experience that any of us have, still we keep learning. So having signed up for lifelong learning, the only way out is to start cherishing the process of learning. So you should start enjoying the process of learning. Do not wait for big successes. Just pat yourself for even a small victory, right? So that will give a positive reinforcement for yourself, and that will help you keep going. So that is a small advice from my side. And
right.
is there anything else that we need to answer here?
So another question is class timing. So student, as I told you already that the whole time schedule will be uploaded before the launch of this session. So 18th November is the launch date. So before that, it will be uploaded in the app. You'll get the class schedule, complete class schedule. Mhm.
So to summarize, ProfEdge series is a chance. It's a chance for first MBBS students to master anatomy, physiology, and biochemistry through live interactive sessions that will make even complex concepts related to all these three subjects look very simple and interesting. And through ProfEdge series, you will be able to not only access these live interactive sessions, you can also continue working out on online quizzes, and you can try all question papers, and that will help you track your progress as well. So enroll yourself for this course, and all the three of us will be meeting you live very soon. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, absolutely,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much.
So as ma'am said, yes, this is the best chance. Why? Because I think sir and ma'am will agree with me that while we were studying in our first year MBBS days, these kind of opportunities were not there. We used to like bang our heads. I still remember we used to refer to like, 4 or 5 different author books just for the anatomy. I used to have B.D. Chaurasia, Gray's, Snell's Anatomy, and Vishram Singh. So we used to have to, hustle a lot. And I think you people are lucky enough in this era to have this kind of, helping hand along with you. So there's a best chance, as ma'am said. So we all welcome you all with open hands. We are not going to leave your hand till your final exams. So we are here to help you. Yes, join here at the ProfEdge series at PrepLadder. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much.